everyone, it's Adri here, and I would like to welcome you back to my little corner of the internet, Adri's Corner. As you can, I'm already messing up. Take two. As you can see, today we are doing my paycheck number one. I always do that, sorry. My paycheck number one for May. We are going to be doing my paycheck budget breakdown as well as my cash stuffing per usual. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so first we're going to do my income, and as you always know, I have my part-time job. So let's write down part-time and put that this was paid out. I already messed up, jeez. I'm putting March. I keep wanting to go back to March for some reason. Why is that? Okay, that was paid off on May 3rd, and that amount was $348.20. And then I also got a little bit of a chance to do some side hustle, and that was Uber Eats, but that day was horrible and I kind of got discouraged and didn't finish. This time with Uber Eats, it wasn't that great of a turnout. People really weren't tipping that day, and I had originally planned on staying out for at least 4 hours because I was thinking, okay, since last time I made around $40, if I do for 4 hours, I should at least be able to take home like at least around 100 or something like that. But people really weren't tipping. So by the time I was done with 2 hours, my gas was running low, and I'm like, okay, at this point I'm just working for gas. So I ended up cutting myself short with that. Later on, tips did come in. So that's the only problem I think I have with Uber Eats versus DoorDash, is that with DoorDash, it's kind of like once you get your pay, that's what it is. It's not really changing like that. But with Uber Eats, because it gives the customer an option to add a tip later on, you really don't know how much you're going to make. Because last time, even though I got $30, I ended up making around 40 in total because there was $13 or so left over that I didn't even know about, that I didn't know was coming in. So yeah, all that to say, for Uber Eats, I made $32.12 in total. But at the time on the app, it showed that I only made like $19. So I was just like, dang. So at first I was like, okay, well, let me wait till that night, because sometimes tips come in later in that night or later in that day if you do Uber Eats in the morning. So I checked that night and it was still around the same like amount. So that kind of discouraged me from doing it the next day as well. So maybe next time when I'm doing it, I should just be a little bit more patient. But yeah, off of that active hour of an hour and 40 minutes, I made $32.12, which isn't bad. That's $32 more than I didn't have before. So all that to say, let's see the total income that we have for this past week. So that's $348.20 plus $32.12. That gives us $380.32. So let's do that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for my expenses this week, some of my expenses for like the first of the month, it's the first of the month. So some of the expenses that were supposed to be paid on the first of the month has already been paid because I had money left over from my buffer. But some of the other stuff where it's not automatically withdrawn from my account hasn't been paid yet. So I'm going to be writing those down. So the first one is going to be rent, or my monthly contribution. I just call it rent, just to kind of wrap it up in one bow of a word, I guess you can say. And that's 100, and that's actually due on the first of the month. And something else that's due on the first of the month is my health insurance. And now that I'm caught up with all my premiums, I'm super excited about that. So that's $28.88. And then on the 3rd, which is today actually, my phone is due, and that's $80. And I think that's all my expenses. Let me double check my calendar. Yes, that's all the expenses. Thank God. So let's go ahead and add up these 3 expenses and then minus that from my total income. So let's see how much that is. So we have 100 plus 28.88 plus 80. That gives us 208.88. Interesting. Okay, so 208.88. So now we're going to minus the 208.88 from the 380.32 and see how much we have remaining to play with for my cash dividers, sinking funds, and savings challenges and everything. So yeah, so let's do that. 380 minus 32. Oop, that's not right. 380.32 minus 208.88. So that leaves us with 171.44. So got a little more cheddar to play with this week, so that's good. So now we get to move on to the cash dividers, which is the money I get to spend on, but reluctantly because of inflation, but then I'm still blessed, so I have to keep that in mind, but you know how these things go. But yeah, let's move on to the cash dividers. So as you know, I always write down my categories first, and then I stuff them according to how much money I have left. So without further ado, let me write down my categories, and I'll play the music, and I'll come right back. So play the theme song. Alrighty, so we have the categories written down, and now the fun part, we get to divvy up that 171.44 and see how much we have left over. So let's go ahead and allocate the categories. So gas is going to get 30 per usual, and that's going to be a 20 and a 10. Groceries is also going to get 30. That's going to get 2 10s and 2 5s. Toiletries is getting 10. And that's just going to be a $10 bill. Fur Baby is going to get 15, and that's going to be a 10 and a 5. Eating Out is going to get $10. I don't really plan on using this because I do have a meal plan already set up, but just in case I have a day where I don't really feel like making breakfast or something like that, I'll just have that $10 there, but I don't plan on spending all of it, so we shall see. Spending, that one's just going to remain in my bank account. I'm just going to give $10 because there was an item that I was looking to buy, but I have to pay that online. So yeah, $10 for that one. Blessings is going to get $3 per usual. And I usually just have that in singles just in case if anybody asks me on the street for like $1 or something like that, I just have it. So that's going to be 3 1s. Oh yeah, that's I guess NA because it's online, and then this one is a $10 bill. Almost forgot to do my little breakdowns. So let's go ahead and add up all of this and then minus it from the 171.44 to see how much we have remaining to play with for my savings challenges. So yeah, let's do that. So that's 30 plus 30 plus 10 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 3. That is 108. Let me double check because I don't know if I actually typed all that in correctly. Yep, 108. So we have 108 in total. And then we're going to minus the 108 from the 171.44. That leaves us with 63.43. Perfect. So now we get to move on to the savings challenges. The savings challenges. The savings challenges. You know this song by now. The savings challenges. I'm so crazy. Okay, so as you know, I'm doing the snap savings and the multiplier savings. Now I know I have a couple of new people, a couple of new subscribers, new family members. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. And you may not know how these savings challenges work. One, they're from Taylor Budgets here on YouTube. I always have her channel linked down below, as well as her shop where I bought these two sheets from. They're 2 downloadable sheets. You can download them off her website, or you can buy the actual full savings challenge book. So yeah, all the information is on her channel as well as her website. So I have those two things linked down. I have those two things linked down below. So yeah, as far as the multiplier savings goes, so the directions are actually on the sheet. So let me go ahead and read that. You basically choose a number between 1 to 10. So for my number, it was 2. She chose 2. Taylor, that is. So I was like, okay, if she's choosing 2 because she said that's a safe number, I'm gonna choose 2 too. So it's kind of like the Mean Girls scene where the girl's just like, I saw her wear camo pants and flip-flops, so I wore camo pants and flip-flops. I don't know if that's the exact line, but yeah, kind of did a little Mean Girls moment. If you know, you know.
I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
But yeah, she chose 2, so I thought that was a safe number to choose. So you basically choose a number from 1 to 10, so mine was 2, and then each week of 2022, you take your number and you multiply your number by the number of that week. So for example, since my number is 2, I always take 2 and multiply it by whatever number pops up. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 7 is 14, so on and so forth. And then for the O snaps, basically this whole sheet creates $1,000, and this I'm actually using to fund my emergency funds. And this one you just go along and you pick whichever number you feel like picking. So this one doesn't really go like this one. This one actually specifically has to be done every single week because it goes up to 52, which is 52 weeks in a year. But this one doesn't really have a time constraint on it. You just fill in as you go. So sometimes I have $5. Sometimes, as you saw with the tax refund video, I allocated $20 to be able to fill those in. So this one you just fill in as you go. But yeah, she has a whole bunch of different challenges, and she even has, after she came out with this one, she had a low income version, but me and my stubborn self, I just wanted to continue this one, even though there is a low income version, but I was just like, you know what? I started it. I can finish this. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm continuing to do this one. But yeah, if you guys are interested in doing the challenge, starting the challenge, and doing this challenge with me, I'll have all her information in the website linked down below. So hopefully that was a good little explanation for all the new folks that's in here. Hey again, y'all. But yeah, let's move on. So for multiply my savings this week, so I'm just gonna put multiply your salve because it's a long thing to write in here. So for this week, multiply my savings, I need to put away $14. So we're doing that. And that's just going to be a 10 and 4 ones. And then the O snap savings, we're going to do 10 for that one. So that's just going to be a $10 bill. So now what I usually do, I take the 63.44 and minus whatever I have from my savings challenges from that, so I can know how much I'm leaving over as a buffer. So let's do that. So 14 plus 10, that's 24, but just for the sake of video lands, let's do 14 plus 10. So that's 24. We're minusing the 24 from the 63.44 that we had left over. So 63.44 minus 24 is 39.44. Oh wait, I actually realized that I just made a mistake. I didn't need to put the buffer yet because I have one more thing that I have to allocate money for. So as you guys may have known, April was a really rough month for me, and before April even happened, before at the beginning of this year, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to seek therapy. I've definitely decided that I want to do that. So part of the reason why I wanted to do Uber Eats and do some side hustles was to build up money for at least 2 or 3 sessions. So I was able to do that with the money that I have. So I'm allocating for 2 sessions to start off my therapy journey, I guess you can say. So I'm gonna be adding that to my health sinking funds. I believe I have just a health one. I don't think I have a mental health. Let me double check. I do have a mental health folder or mental health envelope. So let me write down mental health. And then I'm allocating 20 because my copay for each thing, luckily, thank God, is $10. So I'm going to put 20 away from that. And I'm going to put those away in 2 10s. Yeah, so I have them in 2 10s because each time I have a session, I think you have to have your card or pay the copay at like before the session or something like that. So each time I have a session, I'll just deposit the $10 beforehand and then pay for the session online. So yeah, so I have the $20 for my mental health. So I'll let you guys know how that journey goes. Hopefully it goes well. I'm a little bit nervous because obviously he's going to be a stranger that you're going to be telling your whole life and your feelings to, but hopefully I'm able to be in a safe space to be able to speak my mind. So yeah, so $20 for mental health. So now I'm going to add up the 2 savings challenges and mental health to see how much I have for leftover for my buffer. So let's redo that over again. So I have 24 from here plus the 20 from here. So let's do that. 20 from the mental health and then 24 from the savings challenges. That is $44. So we're gonna do 44 from the 63.44 and see how much we have left. 63.44 minus 44, and that is 19.44 that I have in my buffer. So 19. So now I'm going to add up these 3, the savings challenges, the buffer, create the total, do the remaining, subtract the 20 from that remaining, and then see if I reach to a zero-based budget. So let's see if that was accomplished. So I have 19.44 already, plus the 14, plus 10, that is 43.44. Then I have the 20. Did I do something wrong? Okie dokie, so I figured it out. I figured it out. She figured it out. I figured it out. She figured it out. Okay, so I forgot. Well, not that I forgot. Okay, so I just need to take the 43.44 and minus it from the 63.44. And yeah, let me just do it in real time so you guys can see. So let's zoom you guys in. Okay, so the 63.44, I'm gonna minus that from the 43.44. So let's see how much that's left over. So 63.44 minus 43.44, that gives us 20. So with the remaining 20, with that 20, now I can minus the 20 from 20. So that total is 20 from this section, the total from the section, and then 20 minus 20 gives us a zero-based budget. So we did it again. Yeah. So now I'm going to go through each section and see how many of each bills I need and write them down here. So let's do that. So for hundreds, I need 100 because I need to pay my monthly contribution. So let's put 1 right here. So that's 1, and we're gonna put a number 1 right here. For 20s, I only need 120, and that's for the gas section. So we're gonna put 1 dash for 20 and put 1 here. Now 10s, I know I need a lot of 10s this week, so let's go through and count them all. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're gonna put 10 tallies right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that gives us 10 tens. Then 5s, I need, looks like just 3, but yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So let's put 3 tallies for that, and that's 3. And then for 1s, I need 3 1s and blessings, and then 4 1s from the savings challenges. So let's put 4 dashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a number 4. So now, as always, I just write these down on a little piece of paper, go to the bank, get that shmoney, and I come back and I stuff it. So let's go ahead and do that. We are back from the bank. Got my wallet here and my 2 buddies from this channel, Callie the Coin Collector and Mr. Banks the Copper King. They are back to make their weekly appearance. And we have our shmoney, our cheddar, our guap, whatever you want to call it. It's money. We got it here, and before we can stuff, we have to unstuff, as always. So let me go through and see how much coins I have for these 2 lovely individuals here to eat up. So let's go ahead and see that. Ooh, yes, we got some silvers in there, and then we got some receipts that I need to fetch. Of course, as always, if you don't know what Fetch is, it's an app where you can scan your receipts, and these receipts turn into points where you can accumulate the points to get gift cards. So as always, I'm gonna have my code across the screen as well as in the description box. Barks? What was that? As well as in the description box. And you can sign up yourself. I believe if you sign up and you scan your first receipt, I receive 2,000 points and you receive 2,000 points. So great deal to start off with. So yeah, these receipts still need to be scanned. So let me put those to the side. And then let's get these coins out. Get these dividers too. Make sure I ain't got no coins in between these dividers. So I don't have a lot because I did use a lot of change. Like as I got changed, I used change. So this is what I had left over from spending last week, which is all silver. So I'm sorry, Mr. Banks, not this week. So sorry. But you can still stick, you can still stay here. You can stay here. So Callie gets to eat this week. So let's put this into her. And then Mr. Banks hopefully gets to eat next week. So let these two go off for now. And now we have to count the money to make sure we weren't gypped at the bank. You know, we always got to do it. You always got to do it. So let me put these to the side and count to see. Today we are stuffing 242. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 225, 230, 235, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. All right, perfect. I can still count. So now we are going to divvy this up and then get to stuffing. So let me do that. Play the theme song. Okay, quick setup today. So for toiletries, we are doing $10. So that's just going to be a $10 bill. So we're going to put that there. Gas is getting 30. So we're going to take the 20 and the 30 right here. So 20 and 30. Then groceries is getting 30 per usual. So that's 2 10s and 2 5s. Yeah. Okay. So that's 10, 20, 25, and 30. So that's there. Fur Baby, my lovely cat, is getting 15 per usual. She got my last 5, 10, 15. Eating Out is getting $10. That's just gonna be a $10 bill. Then Blessings is getting $3. Happy to see that. So we're gonna do $3. 1, 2, and 3. So if I find out anybody on the street that needs change or money, then I can give that to them. Tips gets nothing. Back to the bank gets nothing. And we are all stuffed and ready to put this in the wallet. And now let me go ahead and stuff my other 2 binders. So I need these 2 binders out because this is my high priority binder and my low priority binder. So, oh wait, actually I don't need this. I don't need this one. Scratch that, I don't need this. I need my high priority binder because this one has my mental health sinking fund in here. So let me go ahead and move that to my mental health. Now these don't have labels on them. I just took a sticky note and wrote down each label. I'm sorry, it's a little bright. I wrote down each label and wrote the goal of how much I want each sinking fund to have. So yeah, this one's mental health. So let me grab the 2 10s and add that in there. Take out my little index card that I keep track of. This is like my tracker, so I don't have to buy different trackers. I just use an index card. So let's add, today's the 3rd. Let's add 20. So now that I know my new balance is $20, I don't even know if you guys can see that. Yeah, my new balance is $20. Yeah, my balance is $20. So that's there. So let's put that in here. And then that's 10 and 20. So now once I'm ready to start my session, I'm just gonna deposit that into my bank so that I'm ready to pay for the session. So I already have a therapist in mind. At this point, I was just waiting to be able to pay off my premiums because my coverage was held off until I paid off the past due premiums. So now that I'm able to do that, I was able to get the money for my copays. So now that I have that, I can officially set my appointment. So I'm really excited to start that journey. So I will definitely let you guys know how that goes for me. So let's continue. So I have my bills/savings challenge binder, and I have this out right now because I need to stuff my 100 for my monthly contribution. So let's add that in here in my rent section. So let's put that 100 in there. And then, now that we have this money left over, you know what time it is. It's time to move on to the savings challenges, the savings challenges, the savings challenges. We get to fill it in. All right, let's go. So I have my 2 sheets here, my O snaps and my multiply. Let's do the multiply first. That is $14. So let me put this sheet to the side. Well, put both of them to the side. So let's grab my savings binder as well, go to the back, because my multiply my savings are in here, and my overflow of multiply my savings is in here. And as you know, I just take it and I add it to the back, because I just want to be surprised at the end of the year to see how much this is going to be. So let's grab the 10 and 4 ones. Perfect. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So grab that, put it to the back, and stuff it back in there. Then we can move on to the O snaps, which is right in front of it. And I get to add on my 10, but before I do that, I need to shade it in. Shade it in. Shade it in. Shade it in. So grab my O snaps, get a highlighter, and shade it in. So let's do pink today. I think I have a lot of pink on here though. Maybe we should do blue. Yeah, let's do blue because I have like 4 pinks. Now the colors don't really matter. It's just preference. So let me do blue and I'll shade in this 10 right here. So let me go ahead and shade it in. Should I spare you guys this week a shaded in song and just put my theme song? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfect. So we have that filled in and we have the $10 right here. So let me go ahead and take out my money, add it to the bunch, which is $10. Oop. We are well on our way to funding this $1,000 emergency fund. I'm so excited for that because now when emergencies happen, I won't have to like scramble and try to find the money so that I'm able to pay for whatever emergency came up. Now I can just really, once I have the $1,000, I can really focus on paying down debt as quickly as possible. So yeah, so let's go ahead and put 5-3. This index card is filling up fast. And put a 10. And now we have 180. Holy moly. So let me double check to make sure I have 180 for real. So let's count it up. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180. Holy moly. What? We went from a little baby $5 to $180. See, I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Sometimes I need a pep talk even myself. This pep talk is for you and for me. Oh my gosh, we got to 180. We're like $20 away from $200. That is crazy. That's insane. But I'm so excited by the grace of God. Thank you, Jesus. So we have 180 in my O snaps. That's $10 away from $200 mark, which leaves us $800 to go. But I'm so pumped. I can do this. I can do this. We can do this. I am just too hype, way too hype, but with good reason, right? Good reason. So let me move this to the side so we can head on to my outro. Alrighty, there you have it. Another week, another cash stuffing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you guys are doing on your financial journeys, mental health journeys. If you're taking any sort of journey this year, I want to know. Yes, and comment down below if you are a new subby so I can formally say hello to you. I'm super excited to have all you guys join me on my journey, and very thankful that you even found me interesting enough to join on this journey. So yes, comment down below how you guys are doing. If you're a new subby, how's your journey going? Subscribe if you haven't so you can join the family, and give this video a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to stay grateful, stay motivated, and grab your little bits and pieces of happiness from wherever you can. And I will see you back here in my little corner of the internet, Adri's Corner. Bye.